Salve a tutti ragazzi, io sono Giaviuri, eccoci qui su Alone in the Dark. Praticamente il gioco fu uscito nel 2024, ma adesso vi aggiorno prima di tutto. Ho le buone notizie. La buona è che invece le poste stanno per arrivare. La cattiva bisogna aspettare. Quindi più che ciò. Lo sapevate che invece su di prima veramente o invece tra domani uscirà Assassin's Creed Shadow? Beh, più esattamente invece vi perciò perché io ho tutta la saga di Assassin's Creed, ma mi manca Shadow perché io ho tutta la saga di Assassin's Creed, compreso che io mi devo cioè, mi devo accedere a Ubisoft, io mi devo proprio accedere. Più di tutto perché praticamente grazie ai cinesi, i cinesi sono invece per ciò, ma più compreso, ma anche invece per ciò che sono davvero hanno le notizie che vi devo portare, compreso. Allora, lingua d'inglese c'è. Lingua d'inglese c'è, va bene. Ok. Va bene, secondo me iniziamo. Nuova partita, normale. La cosa più bizzarra, negli anni 30, nel 1930, fu di prima delle, come dici, persone. Oh, sembra che siamo a New Nice nel 1930. 1937 a quanto pare.
So, your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
Posseduto.
As in the devil?
Something like that. He says a dark man is following him, watching him at all times.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
No, detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
But Jeremy didn't kill himself. Is that why he's at your setup?
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray and his psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
You mentioned the letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Here we are.
Sembra
My
una
uncle's
casa
not well, Mr.
abbandonata.
Carnby. I want to make sure he's all right.
Then what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone. Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
Ma tu guarda che strano. No, io scelgo lui. Questo personaggio è fatto su Netflix. Su Stranger Things.
Hello? Hello?
Looks abandoned.
It can't be.
L'avevo detto.
There has to be someone around.
Wait here. I'll go around back.
C'è una catena aperta. Forse qualcuno l'abbia lasciata aperta, dopo quando che abbiamo finito Halloween 2, che vi ho fatto vedere il vero finale. Accidenti. Cos'è successo qui? Porca miseria, ho 6 colpi. Cioè, un vero detective, un vero poliziotto,
Now what do we got here?
Una torcia. È una chiave. Cosa c'è qua? Chiave del giardino. Qualunque che cosa sia successo qui.
It's
No.
too dark in here. I can't see.
Ma che strano, c'era un gatto prima.
Nah, I'm not getting in there.
Strano. Tutto questo posto sembra che sia abbandonato. Che è successo qui? Un albero
This one big tree to fit inside a conservatory.
già, un vero albero gigante.
I need the key.
Cioè, molto strano, qui non c'è proprio nessuno. Ah, i proiettili della pistola. Tre colpi. Madonna.
Desetto, the old plantation building, was ready to fall, but kept alive by some starry-eyed carpetbagger called Dr. Gray. Seeing how the staff couldn't even be bothered with answering the door, Detective Carnby figured they would just head inside and grab Jeremy. He just needed to open the front door for Emily first, so she could talk to her uncle.
Ma che strano. C'è un'altra chiave. Ehi!
Huh? What?
Cosa c'è qua? Una chiave? Qualcuno l'ha lasciato proprio lì. Ma non so, forse quel qualcuno deve essere molto strano.
Nah, I'm not getting in there. Don't mind if I do.
Whisky. Una Bibbia.
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and many have lost all hope. I read in the papers about people suffering. Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth, or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I am going down a path that you find disagreeable. With help from Baptiste and Charlotte, I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gree-gree. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around, that the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to your demands. Let it be the truth. A mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young.
Sì.
Strano. Deve essere che qui c'è successo qualcosa. Dove sono tutti? Deve essere che qui deve essere successo qualcosa. Cioè, molto strano ultimamente. Manca la chiave. Ma che strano.
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
That doesn't look safe.
Ma che strano. Wow.
What was that?
Non so che cosa era, ma sembrava come una specie di rumore strano. Chiusa. Sembra che il bagno è quasi allegato. Ah, una chiave.
Hey.
Sunday, June 22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible. Cassandra is upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said. Like those blots and streaks of fetid rot was talking to him.
Nah, non sapere.
I need the key. It's wedged shut. Looks important.
Wow.
Whoa. I need the key.
E là? C'è nessuno?
The Great Depression. President Hoover raises tariffs on over 20,000 imported goods in an act to protect American labor. Following the collapse of the Wall Street stock market on October 24 last year, American industry has suffered greatly. Thousands of companies have gone bankrupt and left a large part of the American workforce unemployed. In an attempt to turn the tide, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act has been signed by President Herbert Hoover. By regulating commerce with foreign countries, the government hopes to encourage the industries of the United States to compete with cheap foreign imports. Superstition on rise. New Orleans voodoo stores and spiritual mediums see increased profit during troubled times. While the market has faced hard times ever since Black Thursday of last year, voodoo doctors and snake charmers see significant rise in number of customers. With the coming Eve of St. John on the 23rd, the police expect increased cult activity around Bayou St. John, the southern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. Voodoo rituals in that area on the Eve of St. John have a long tradition reaching back to the first snake worshippers brought as slaves from West Africa. During the 19th century, its practice was popularized by the legendary Marie Laveau and has since been embraced by many of the Creoles and the surviving aristocracy of the French Quarter.
Non c'è nessuno qui.
Thanks.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Whoa, pardon me, excuse me. My name is Edward Carnby, private investigator. I hope you don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind. This is private property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. It's urgent, and no one was answering the door.
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us can. Who is your uncle, darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that heartwood glue, doesn't she?
That's right. I'm Emily Hartwood. I just came to make sure my uncle is all right.
Well, he is unavailable right now. You will have to come back another day.
Unavailable how? Is he sleeping? We can wait.
He's lost.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Who's your man again, Miss Hartwood?
My name's Edward Carnby, private investigator.
Splendid.
Enough! All of you! Get back to your rooms! McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please leave immediately.
Look, we're not here to cause any trouble. Just let us see the old man, satisfy the curiosity of my client here, and we'll be off.
Jeremy has gone missing. There's no need to worry, but it might be some time before he turns up. The whole staff is looking for him.
What? He ran off?
I don't have time for any of this. Please, come back tomorrow.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In the corridor. It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Excellent. Thank you, madam.
Ah. Mio Dio santo. Che è successo qui?
Here we are.
Let's look around. See if we can dig up any clues.
Ok. Questo è un passo. Sembra che sia chiuso.
Anything important I should look out for? Did he keep a diary?
Not that I know of, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Hey,
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity. Staring directly into the face of that demonic sultan would surely sunder time itself. Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face haunt my...
interessante.
The dark man...
Strano. Molto molto strano ultimamente. Ehi, qui c'è una lettera. Sembra di un...
Hey, you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't. Oh, help me out here, will you?
I would have killed a guy to throw some of this stuff out. I'd be crazy too if I had this much junk lying around.
Ma che cos'è? È un ritratto.
Oh, wow. That's striking.
Sembra che lui sia...
I want to save this one.
cosa...
All right, come on. I want to go see Dr. Gray. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming.
È molto strano ultimamente.
Miss Hartwood. Emily?
Ma che cosa sta succedendo?
What the hell is going on? Where am I?
Oh mio Dio, siamo al New Orleans! Santo cielo, puttana Eva! Oh mio Dio! Siamo a New Orleans, santo cielo! Cioè, ma come ci siamo finiti? Una specie di... lasciamo stare, ragazzi. Aia! Mamma mia! Dimmi solo questa specie. Mostri della palude. Mamma mia. C'è tanta nebbia che vi so...
I can't go that way.
E già ci sono munizioni da queste parti, eh?
What the hell is going on?
Questo fa venire... Questo fa... passare il dolore. E là? C'è nessuno qua? Nessuno?
Don't let them get inside, carnby. They're not the good kind.
Oh Gesù Cristo.
Are you... Is this your store?
There are no owners here. We both strangers in Jeremy's store.
Mi
Jeremy
scusi.
did this. How?
Packed with the dog man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think much of it.
Ah, beh.
I'm Detective Edward Carnby. I was hired by Jeremy's niece to find him.
Oh, yeah? How much she paying you?
Cosa?
$150.
She's sure getting her money's worth tonight. Are you a thinking man, carnby?
No, not if I can help it.
You know, I think Jeremy's hiding in a way we can't find him. He has this juju necklace. Guides him.
Juju che?
The talisman?
That's right. It's some magic charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess?
You know surprising things, carnby. Yeah, the Mama Loa. Here, take the key. I locked the gate to save her place from all the ghouls and goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues to show you the way.
Thanks. I'll have a look. You want to come along?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
Ah. Vabbè, la resti qui. Uh-oh.
Okay.
sangue. Che diamine. Ma che diamine sta succedendo qui? Ah! Gesù santo! Oh, che schifo! Ma che razza sei? Una specie di... Madonna santa. Oh mio Dio. Merda, ma che sta succedendo proprio in questo posto?
I recognize this place. It's Miss Jackson's seance parlor. Let's see if she's got any information on Jeremy's talisman. It's the talisman, like the one in the painting.
Sembra che proviene da qualcosa. È un simbolo che praticamente può...
I think it's meant for the talisman.
Mamma mia. Questo probabilmente proviene... invece...
I think it needs numbers, like coordinates. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes.
Perché uno sì? Deve essere che ci sarà qualcosa proprio qui. Però... Però... Però quel cu invece non manca su. Deve essere che compare qua. Ma che
It's showing something. A place? Where is that?
Che diamine è?
Huh.
cosa si muove? Huh?
Detective, I was wondering when you were going to show up. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. I understand you are working for Jeremy Hartwood's niece.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're not wrong. We came here for her uncle. I didn't expect this. You are Dr. Gray, right?
That's right. You don't happen to have some identification, Detective. I'm not keen on having strangers prying into my business. Oh, Detective Edward Carnby, Decatur Street, New Orleans. Enjoying the Vieux Carré, Detective? Those old French quarters, the voodoo people, the gangsters. I'm sure you live an exciting life.
Well, it's not quite like the stories, Doc. Just trying to make a living.
Aren't we all making a living? Well, welcome to Desetto, Detective. I hope your time here will be useful. Now, what can I do for you?
But why don't you tell me where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Why wouldn't that make for a short visit? I wish I could tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know. A drink, Detective?
Anything brandy.
Oh, you do belong in the French quarters, Detective. Armagnac or cognac?
You know, just give me the cheap stuff. I'm not much of a connoisseur.
Having low standards is not a virtue, Detective. Let me see if I can broaden your perspective.
What can you tell me about Jeremy?
I wouldn't want to go into details about his condition. Doctor-patient confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Sure. But he is crazy. And he's gone missing. Why?
Già, è scomparso.
Here. Try this.
Ooh, it's good. Got a bite?
It's called a sidecar. The trick is not to be afraid of the tartness of the lemon. Then, for goodness sake, don't overdo the triple sec.
Beh, il vostro paziente è scomparso, eh.
Okay. What can you tell me about Jeremy?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, constantly worried about events not presenting themselves according to his model of predestination. He complains about things not being carried out in the right order, and that some things simply shouldn't be. Is any of this helpful to you?
Not really. I was hoping for some direction where to look next.
I'm sorry. I have nothing for you then. You should talk to my orderlies. They have been looking for him for a while now. I'm sure they would appreciate your help.
Yeah, I ran into Batiste earlier. Come to think of it, he might have given me a lead.
Oh, excellent. So your investigation is already underway.
I'm gonna go, but I'm sure we'll meet again.
Looking forward to it. Safe returns.
Capitolo 2.
Detective Carnby, where did you go?
I was just talking to Dr. Gray.
You disappeared.
No, it's not what you think. Have you found anything strange going on here?
Yes. Everyone is being incredibly evasive and I can't figure out why.
No, I mean something you can't explain. Paranormal, even.
Detective, I really need you to get yourself together. I can't do this alone.
Forget it. I'll figure it out.
Do you want to come see Dr. Gray?
No, I want to try something. With this talisman, I think I can follow Jeremy to the place he mentioned in the book. What was the name? Do you remember something Spanish? Taroea. Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Detective, are you gonna be all right?
Yeah, of course. Go talk to Dr. Gray. We'll rendezvous later.
Oh, Gesù Cristo.
This talisman brought me back from the French Quarter in the blink of an eye. If Jeremy can travel so easily, then he could be hiding anywhere.
Saw your notice in the boiler room. You should know Mr. Chance won't be coming back. I got no business being in there myself, but you can take a valve from the wine cellar if you want to try to stop the steam pouring out. Be careful.
Even Teruea. If he can do it, so can I.
There's no way I can get into this thing.
C'è un disegno, forse per Ciabia.
Looks like all the patients are accounted for, except for Jeremy.
Sì, è una cosa più di strana. I pazienti fu di prima invece, perché sono venuti qui?
Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is Desetto's chief doctor. Accounting and all administrative work is handled by me, Paul Waits. Magdalena Thompson, or Mags, is responsible for the household. Jean-Baptiste and Charlotte Tabois are responsible for keeping the guests' medical regimens in check. Finally, Jack Chance is our gardener, who can occasionally be seen in the conservatory, but is for the most part busy outside. There are currently 6 guests at Desetto. Malcolm McCarthy and Ruth Tallant reside on the first floor. Jeremy Hartwood, Elisabetta Perosi, Grace Saunders, and of course Cassandra Beauregard live on the second floor.
È molto strano, perché tutto qui?
Paul, you're right about the plates on the boiler and the clock. They have been sabotaged, and I think I know who did it. They have something to do with Jeremy's episodes and how he seems to disappear at night. Right now, it's important that you keep an eye out for any of the pieces. I want to find out if I can repair the plates. Let me know if you find any of them. Lottie.
Tell Lottie to take a look at the well in the kitchen garden.
Esamina la cucina.
I need the key. I need the key.
Lost Plantations of Louisiana.
Ehi, un momento. C'era qualcosa di molto strano qui praticamente. Avevo sentito una campana, ragazzi. C'era una campana. Ma cosa? Molto strano. Qualcuno suonava la campana. Whoa!
It's stained. This must be the... looks like the plate that held the talisman in the seance room.
Yeah, sorry, Detective. Didn't mean to obstruct justice or anything.
That's fine.
You know, I'm kind of busy with my own case of a missing person. I was wondering if you've seen Grace, a girl about yay high?
I can't say that I have. Why are you asking?
Well, I'm looking for her.
Is she in trouble?
No. She's just hiding somewhere. But we can't have a rascal like that running around unchecked at a time like this, you understand?
Well, I haven't seen her.
Well, let me know if you find her. I'll be around. I'll keep an eye out for your man, Jeremy. You scratch my back, detective, and I'll scratch yours.
Looks like everything's back to normal here.
Emily's here. Emily's here.
Deve essere la bambina. La bambina ha disegnato la donna. Gesù santo. Non penso che... E là?
How eccentric.
Nessuno?
I did it! I crossed the thresholds to my intended destination without a focusing device. My talisman now knows these roads, and I have no need for the plates. I can find my way to Lafayette as easy as I find my own room. I visited the grave of my father and seen the oven waiting for me. Thank you for opening these doors. I now must summon my courage and go back to that hateful mound outside the oil rig. I hope you'll be feeling better when I return. Jeremy.
What are these symbols? Looks like alchemy or star constellations.
Non è stato così difficile. È un pezzo. È un pezzo. No. Cosa? No. Non può essere. No. No. Dobbiamo uscire da qui. Ok.
What happened? I need the key. Oh.
Maledizione. Ma che cazzo sta succedendo in questo posto?
I'm not gonna walk out of this now. I need to help Emily save her uncle. I need the key.
Oh, merda. Un momento. Ma come? Ma come?
The Astarte artist colony. I remember hearing about their disappearance. Must have been
15 years or more now.
Deve essere che siano delle foto. È un fatto di dipinti. Strano. Qualcuno?
These paintings got some grim-looking rot on them.
Will I need to remember how to get them out again? They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is.
Questo deve essere una della pagina. Ma che cosa? Come? Ma come? Oh, buon Dio, ma come so? Ma qualcuno li ha rimessi a posto. Come mai è possibile?
I need the key.
Wow, bella stanza.